Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And today we'll be talking about no other than Google, also known as the Alphabet Company, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce a new feature for you guys today. I'm going to introduce a new feature. I'm still setting up. Give me 1 second, but I'm going to give any of you guys an opportunity to join me live as I'm going through the stock review so we can have a discussion, okay? I would love for a lot of you guys to join me live. Now, granted, you can either just be video in your voice or just your voice. If you don't want to show yourself, that's perfectly fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an invite code inside the chat room, okay? I'm going to put an invite code inside the chat room for you guys to join me live, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm about to post, okay? Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna post a link for you guys if you want to join me, okay? So if you want to join me, there's a link. There's a link. Let me see if it pops up on here as well. There it is. You can join me live as I go through this stock review, okay? So hopefully, if you guys want some more information, you have some questions, either you can show yourself and your voice or just your voice. And of course, let me put one of my captions up here. That way you guys know, let's talk stocks. Click the link. All right. So anyway, if you want to click the link, you can join me. If not, I am still going live here. And here we go. So today we're going to be doing Google, but in the form of Alphabet, because we understand that the way they structure the company is that Alphabet is actually the parent company of Google, but nonetheless, you have Alphabet A class and Alphabet C class, okay? So you have those two in tangent, but there's a significant difference between the two stocks. And before you guys start investing, I want you to understand the difference between Alphabet A, which is GOOGL, and Alphabet Class C, which is GOOG. Those are the tickers, okay? So here we go. Class A shares refer to a classification of common stock. So here's a big difference instead of reading all this stuff to you guys. The big difference of what they're saying is when you go with GOOGL, you have per share a vote, okay? You have the opportunity to vote on things that the board of directors for Alphabet/Google comes up with. Class C are usually for employees who don't really vote, but you also can invest in that stock as well. But the one I'm doing today is GOOGL. That's the Class A stock of Google, okay? So if any of you guys did not know that. Good morning, Mitchell Liggins. Good morning, Mr. Smith. Good morning, Jermaine Anderson. Good morning, Charles Green. And good morning. Okay. So anyway, again, for you guys who just joining me, if you want to join me live. There's a link right there in the chat room that you guys can absolutely click, and you can join me live with your video and your audio, or just your audio. You get to choose, and you'll see on the back end. So if you want to join me live, you have any input, you have any suggestions, let me know live. I believe that it will be great content. That's a new feature that I'm now going to offer during the stock reviews and some of my videos, okay? Anyway, so Google Class A. We'll just go Google Class A instead of saying Alphabet Class A. We'll go Google Class A. For the 5 years, has went up 130% over the course of 1 year, 21% roughly. Last 3 years, 3.6. 1 month has been down roughly to 10%, and the last week has been up 5%, and today is up almost 1%, okay? Always 1%. I'm kind of rounding up anytime you see me do this, okay? So now I'm not going to read, because we understand what Google is. Some of you just look at Google as a search engine. Google is a technology company, okay? Where are my Google Buds at? But anyway, I got the Google Buds 2 wireless, and I have a Google Pixel, okay? Now they're trying to acquire Fitbit so they can make a Google Pixel watch. I can't wait till they make that Google Pixel watch, because I need something to rival Alphabet. And Alphabet, to rival Apple. It's not that I love Apple's a great company. I'm just not an Apple man. I'm a Google man. I'm an Android man. So essentially, it's like I got the Google Buds, I got the Google phone, but no smartwatch. And I would absolutely love a Pixel smartwatch. So hopefully they acquire all the things they need to acquisition Fitbit in order to start making Pixels probably in the next year or two. Okay. Anyway, so let's read just a little bit about it. It says here that Google engages in the business of acquisition and operations of different companies. It operates through the Google and other bets segments. The Google segment includes its main internet products such as ads, Android, Chrome, hardware, Google Cloud, Google Maps, Google Play, Search, and YouTube. The other bet segment consists of businesses such as Access, Calico, Capital G, GV, Verily, Waymo, and X. The company was founded by Lawrence E. Page and Sergey Brin on October 2nd, 2015, okay? They're talking about Alphabet, okay? Happy Wednesday to you as well, Wendell. If you guys see the link in the chat room, you can join me here live as we speak, either with video or audio or just audio. Your choice if you want to be seen on that, but we can talk stocks, okay? So that's a new option that I'm going to offer. Anyway, we understand the CEO of Google, is Sundar Pichai, and the employees around 119,000. I probably butchered the man's name. I apologize. Headquarters, Mountain View, California, and then founded 2015 because last time I checked, the CEOs of Alphabet, unless they stepped down, was Larry Page and Sergey Brin, and Sundar is the CEO of Google. But I know the way this looks. It's very confusing the way they're structuring their company, but we understand that the reason why they do this, and I'm going to get into it later, is dealing with taxes and other protections and insurance reasons. All right. They fall under their collections, the 100 most popular stocks. They also have business, California, hardware, and software, okay? I don't believe there's talking about show more. Here we go. I already had that story queued up, so we won't go about that. All right. Let's look into it even more. What are we doing? We went somewhere. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. The analyst rating said out of 43 analysts is saying buy at 91%, and the other 9% are saying hold. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with Google, Google is always a buy for me. Google has always been a buy. I lost a lot of money with Google. I bought Google at $500 a share, and then they're almost close up to $1,500 within the last 5 years, and I would have made $1,000 off my I would have made $1,000 off my $500 investment. That's absolutely stupendous, okay? But I sold the stock, and now I feel like an idiot because a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, I was an emotional investor, and that's why I teach you guys, do not invest emotionally, okay? All right, since we got so much high regards of Google, let's go to what the bulls are saying. As the number of online users and usage increases, that means that other segments and industries and countries around the world have internet. That's what that's basically saying. As their usage increases, so will digital ad spending, of which Google will remain one of the main beneficiaries. Android's dominant global market share of smartphones leaves Alphabet's Google well positioned to continue generating top line growth as search traffic shifts from desktop to mobile. The significant cash generated from the Google search business allows Alphabet to remain focused on innovation and the long-term growth opportunities the new heirs present, okay? Now, when we look at their quarterly earnings, okay, let's go to this Q1 of 2020. Q1 of 2020, okay? They were slightly down, and they're moving sideways when it comes to Q2. We don't see the Q3, but let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when their acquisition of Fitbit hits, I'm projecting that Google is going to go to anywhere from 3 to 5% increase. Now, with one stipulation that may hold Google back, but this may be an opportunity for you guys to either withdraw your money from Google or start to invest in Google. You might want to wait for this very niche moment, this very particular moment that may be critical when it comes to amount of money you actually want to invest in Google. And that is because Google, okay, related, here's your related. I'm going to get to the rest of that. Here you're related: Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Netflix. You know, all the big technology giants. Okay, let's get it out of here. Now, that's because, where's our story at? Let me give you the story really quickly. This because Google may get sued by Department of Justice. So if they get sued by the Department of Justice, now, here's the thing about investors. They may be worried about Google's future, but even the top investors in the world can be emotional, right? And sometimes they short the stock purpose, like, oh, well, you know, Department of Justice is going to sue Google, so I'm going to pull out my million shares of Google, and then I'm going to short the stock, and then when it drops, I'm going to buy more. That's what they do. Big shareholders know how to short stocks, okay? The SEC, what else? The FCC, FINRA, a lot of them are watching what they're doing, so they don't do it as much anymore, but they may sell off 200,000 shares, okay? It's still a form of shorting a stock. Now, it says here, the lawsuit is expected to accuse Google, builder of the world's dominant search engine, of looking to disadvantage rivals like Microsoft's Bing. Now, listen. I don't have anything against Microsoft. It's a wonderful company too. I love Windows. But when it comes to the search engine, we all know we hate Bing. Bing shows a couple of pictures. It don't do nothing for your research and analysis. It does not. I don't like Bing. But what they're saying is the reason why people don't like Bing is because, what they say here, depriving them of data about users and users' preferences that they need to improve to advertise to people. It's kind of like I got here first. You know, when you go somewhere and he's like, hey, can I use that seat? Like, no, I'm saving these seats for the 4 people who are coming. You're like, God damn. Don't you hate that? When there's 4 empty seats and there's one person and they got the seats like this, they're like, I'm saving these seats for somebody else. Google is saying, hey, we got here first and we don't want to share no information with you. And Microsoft like, hey, that's not fair business. Now, granted, if you know that the name of this video is Do the Right Thing, that is because that is Alphabet, okay? Alphabet's new slogan since 2015, Do the Right Thing, is their slogan. Now, when it was simply Google before Alphabet is the head conglomerate, Google's slogan was Don't be evil. Okay, don't be evil. Okay, so I don't know if they're being stingy. That's not evil, is it? I don't think it's evil. It's not fun, but nonetheless. All right, let's talk about some other legal jargon. Let's go over to Market Watch. Okay, and again, ladies and gentlemen, the link in the chat room is for you to join me live, either with your video or your audio or just your audio, so we can have a discussion of any questions you may have dealing with stocks, your personal finance. I can answer it right here. So don't be shy. Don't be afraid. If you want to join, you have questions, go ahead and come live with me, which is a new option I'm actually introducing to you guys. I know a lot of you guys didn't wash your face, you didn't brush your teeth yet, but I promise you, through the technology, we're not there yet. I can't smell your face. I mean, I can't smell your breath. Can't smell your face. But anyway, moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, the 52-week range was $1,000 to $1,700. Was $1,000 to $1,700, and I believe that anytime big movers like Google do things, the pendulum swings heavy, whether it's an increase or decrease. Like some stocks is kind of like $30, $40, $50, but with Google, it's hundreds of dollars, okay? Okay, $100. Wendell said he's going to join me. Okay, I believe we have a guest. Let's see who it is here. All right, you're live. What's going on? Hello?
What's up, Ross?
Hey, what's going on? Who is this?
It's Dread Mike.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right, brother.
So let me just finish this bit right here, Mike.
Right,
I want to hear your question. All right. So Google is a stock that's operating out of profit. Right here, earnings per share $44.84. All right, Mike, what do you have? What have you on your mind, Mike?
What's wrong with those two? So much has happened. Of course,
Mike, what's on your mind?
There's
Oh, no, I was just checking you out. That's all.
You don't have any questions?
Just yeah, man. I said, yeah, man. I was hearing you talk about Google, so I wanted to know what your your intake on Google.
Well, the bottom line with Google is going to be a good buy. I mean, if I had to, shortstop the question, Google is a good buy, but they are going through some legal issues with the Department of Justice right now. But they're still in acquisition of Fitbit, which may increase their stock anywhere to 3 to 5%, but they may decrease prior to the acquisition of Fitbit, dealing with their court hearing and court case with the Department of Justice. So it may be an opportunity for you guys to invest at a lower price point. And again, with Robinhood, Webull, M1 Finance, even Stash, you guys can actually invest in Google in fractions. Any day, Mike. Any day.
All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get back on your live stream. All right.
All right, man.
That interview.
All right, thank you.
We definitely do it. You're welcome.
All right.
We definitely got to do that interview.
Will do, man.
Will do.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I thank Mike for joining me in. He didn't really have too much to say today. Usually he has a lot to say, but I guess he was starstruck. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, what I like about this and what you guys need to understand is why Google became Alphabet. Okay, this is some good information right here. So we understand that Google is a household name that everybody absolutely know. A lot of you didn't know that Google is Alphabet and Alphabet is Google, but they fall under. But here's the thing. Alphabet as a parent company allowed Google to more easily and logically expand into domains outside of internet search and advertising to become a technological conglomerate. Under this new corporate structure, the company runs lesser risk of antitrust violations, and it is better able to account for income streams from various subsidiaries. Okay. All right. Moving right along. Department of Justice. This is what they're saying. Excuse me. This is what they're saying. Google has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. The Justice Department declined to comment. Okay. Because they're going to take it to court. Regarding search, Google has said users have access to other information sources like Twitter for news and Amazon for products. In advertising, it says it competes with a large array of companies, including Oracle and Verizon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to look at this very plainly when it comes to this, because this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand about Google. Google, don't be evil. Google, do the right thing. I would say from what I know that Google is a really good company. And even the people at Google can attest to that they actually love working at Google. Now, that doesn't say they don't do anything wrong, okay? It is saying they have some really good slogans like don't be evil and do the right thing. But if you're going to ask me, is Google a good investment for you to invest your money? I'm going to say 1,000% yes. But that does not mean that you won't lose any money. But over time, we understand that Google could be easily $2,000 per share. $2,000 per share. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because not only do all of us use Google, but this is what you guys don't understand either. Let me go into this real quick. Because Google and Amazon, they're both in competition together, okay? Because Google is trying to tell you, hey, we are a technology company, and also Amazon saying we're a technology company. We understand like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, they're all competing, okay? They are all competing. But Google is doing the exact same thing as Apple. So not only is Amazon in competition with Google, but so is Apple. And Google is fitting all these really small niches about their fine lines. Let's look at their website, okay? Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, you see the link in the chat room. If you want to join me live, whether you want to just do video and audio, just audio, you have any questions, Mike? You have any questions or any comments? I will allow you that opportunity. Now, here's Google Google Store, okay? I want you to look at some of their products. We understand that the Google 4a just came out. Now, the reason as an investor, why this is important to you, the one thing you want to see when you are investing in a company is one, again, as I say, the PE ratios, are they undervalued, overvalued, or they're meeting their potential for growth. Now, the one thing that you can do is go look on their website like, hey, are they creating any new products? Are they acquiring any new technologies? Here's the thing. A lot of you use Waze, W-A-Z-E. Let me show you that really quickly too. Hold on. I'm just going to type in, a lot of you didn't know this, who owns Waze? Okay. Who owns Waze? Google bought Waze for $1.1 billion. Google bought Waze for $1.1 billion. A lot of you didn't know that. The one that everybody tells on the cops, I know I use Waze. When I'm traveling along, hey man, put on that Waze. Hey, you see a car? What's the speed limit? 70, I'm going 80. Police 1 meter away. I mean, well, not 1 meter, but half a mile away. Slow down. And the police be there sometimes. Okay, now I report. I'm one of those reporters too, because it's a network of all of us sharing information. Hey man, there's a police, a quarter mile up. Man, there's not a police. But Google owns Waze and Google Maps, okay? Google navigation, all that good stuff. All right, let's go back. Yes, and they also own Chromebook. But here's the 4A phone. I'm just showing you overview, guys. I want you to see some of their products. Now, believe it or not, I have this Stadia. I have this controller, the Stadia, this package. If you guys didn't know about Google's online gaming, the only thing you get is a controller. You buy this controller, and you hook it up to your TV, and you're doing everything from a cloud, okay? You have the Pixel Book, okay? Let's go here. Let's see the Pixel Buds. I love the Pixel Buds. I have the white ones with the white case. These are the ones I have. I absolutely love them. They fit in your ear, and it's all touch. Like, double tap, it skips to a song. One tap, it pauses. Hold it, it gives you your updates, your messages, and you can say, hey, Google, and it, that's going to talk. But anyway, you say the keyword, and then it actually you can talk or text as well. But it has many, many functionalities to it, okay? It doesn't have cancellation, but because it's so snug in your ear with this little flange right here, you see this flange? It doesn't fall out, okay? I'm one of them people, if I get like Apple Buds, soon if I chew, or if I talk, they fall out. I'm one of those people. So I need the ones that clip around my ear or with the flange, and these are perfect. And what I love about these is they don't stick out. They're kind of like, stealthy, right? They're stealthy. They don't stick out. You could be in college. You can be in a conference. You can be anywhere that you don't want to be. Like either your boyfriend, your husband take you somewhere, or your wife or your girlfriend take you somewhere, and you don't want to be there, but you're there to support. They may not mind. I'm listening to the game. You got the earbud in, nobody sees it. You over here like this, looking at the game on your phone like, I don't know what the hell they talking about. This game is so good right here. That's why I love them, okay? I'm not trying to sell you on a product. I'm telling you why this may be a good investment for you, okay? That is what I'm doing. I'm trying to tell you why this may be a good investment for you nonetheless. Let's look out just a couple more of their products that you guys may not be familiar with. Now, they have all these other products, speakers and displays. They have security systems. Now, I have a lot of these products in my house. I have a Google Pixel 4 XL. I have the Google Buds. I have this right here, which is a Nest Hub Max, because we understand Google bought Nest. Okay, Google bought Nest. And it's touchscreen. You can talk to it. It's loud. Here's my opinion. Okay, this is really. Here's my opinion about this device. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to tell you why. It's much faster and smarter than Alexa. It is. It is. And I have Alexa too. I have the big one too. I have the Echo Show. The big one though. I have the Echo Show 5, which is a small one, and an Echo Show, because my entire house is Google and Alexa smart, right? Every switch, every plug, every light, every ceiling fan, everything is smart. Like I can say, hey, Google, turn off Office Studio. This light is going to go out. See, said our light went out because everything in my house is smart. I absolutely love it. Hey, Google, turn on Office Studio, and our light is going to come back on. So I have Okay, it heard everything I said. I got to be quiet. Hey, Google, turn on Office Studio. Now it's about to come on. Office One, really? Anyway, you see the issues I'm having, but nonetheless, I'm trying to turn that studio light back on. But anyway, the point I'm making here, you have to understand some of the technology, understand where the stock is actually going, okay? So I'm going to look at a couple more things. They have a lot of supporting accessories for your things. Let's get into one more piece. Let's see. The Pixelbook Go. Let's look into this one really quickly. A lot of you may not know about this. They have little small laptop that you can carry around. And if you know anything about Google, they are really into solve, define lines, okay? They're really into solve. Now, what you see here, these two metal pieces, is just when I go to my car, I can stick it in, but that's not part of it. But everything is real smooth and beautiful. And that's my little sticker when I used to work for Amazon. That's because only managers can bring in their phone in Amazon. So that's an Amazon sticker on a Google phone. Go figure. But anyway, hey, Google, turn on Office Studio. Now it's back on. It's about to come back on. See, there it is. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to show you what your investment truly, equate to when it comes to a particular company. Do not look at Google as simply as a search engine. It's not. It's a conglomerate. Okay, it owns Waze, it owns navigation. You see the Google car come around your neighborhood. It's not this search engine in Google Maps. It's not. They own Waze, they own Nest, they have products. They're about to acquire Fitbit. So listen up and look out for Google. And here's the thing, when you see, they're about to hit 1,500, by the way. They're already up 1% today. When you see 1482, don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you, because what you can do in Robinhood and Webull is you come up here and you say, you know what, one share, right? Yeah, that's going to cost you $14.82, right? You're like, man, I don't got that much money. I don't got that much money to invest in no damn Google. And I understand that. But look at this right here. I can go to dollars and put in $10. And you trying to say, what type of money is $10 going to get you? Well, this is a fractional share, but you can still make money off a fractional share. So there is no excuse for you not to invest, period. And then there's no excuse for you not to invest in Google, okay? Now, I mean, whether it be Google, Apple, Microsoft, IBM, all of those are great companies to invest in, okay? Let me read your comments and let me get out of here for this morning. I may come back on a little bit later. Let's see here. Mike says, well, thank you, Mike. Learn money and be inspired. Truly. He said, I Google too. Google is a good friend of mine. Let's see here. They have Chromebook. I got a major of my books from searching Google. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see everybody was very bashful and shy today, but every time I go live, doesn't matter what topic, I want to allow my subscribers and my viewers to come and join me. And as I'm doing my review and my video, we can stop. You guys can ask questions, clarifications, information, help with your finances, whatever. You can either show yourself live with me as far as video or just audio, because maybe you're a little bashful and a little shy, or maybe you're not decent enough to be showing yourself. But nonetheless, this is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. And Google, do the right thing and let Bing get, 2% of your data that you have acquired after all these years. Don't be evil, Google. I'm using their words against them. I'm out.